So we're here with Jonas for Teenage Engineering. He's going to show us the new product that's currently under development, which is the OPZ.
Right. So this is OPZ. It's the latest product currently under development. It's going to be our most awesome product ever. It's at its heart a 16-step sequencer. It got a synth engine based on the OP1 synth engine, but refined and new effects and synthesis added. It consists of 16 individual tracks represented by 16 buttons.
Does each one of those tracks have an instrument attached to it, or?
The bottom 8 there are 4 drum tracks, 4 more instruments like a bass, synth, arpeggio and chord. Then there are 4 effect tracks, and then the last 4 are for controlling external systems.
So are the effects tracks kind of like punch in and out effects, kind of like almost on the PO series?
No, these are more effects that affect the synthesis. So for each of these tracks, you can tell which of them should send into the effects, and then you control them individually as well. There are sequencing abilities on these as well that I won't go into too much detail about today. So, as you can see, there's no display on this device. Instead, we choose to visualize what's going on using LEDs. So each of these buttons have an LED to show you what's going on. So for instance, if I choose the first track, the kick, I can lay out a number of kicks like this. Move over to the snare. Add some hi-hats. Sampler for more sound effect-like samples.
Are they samples stored within the device, or can you externally put your own sources into it?
That's yet to be announced. If you go into our website, we'll show more information about this in the near future. Move on to the bass. I can either add notes like this, or I could hold a step and tell which note it should play.
So across the bottom, these it's laid out like a little keyboard, right?
Yeah. So this is a small keyboard. So these would be the black keys. So it's two octaves. Moving on to the lead. Each of these instruments can be controlled by a number of parameters, controlled by these knobs. And these knobs are pretty funny actually, because we got Lego insets. So we will, you'll be able to add your custom knobs.
Made from Lego?
If you want to, Lego, yeah, we think that's kind of funny. So people could build their own out of Lego if that's what they like. So, get the arpeggio. This instrument actually consists of a number of different syntheses that you crossfade between at the turn of a wheel. And all of these parameters can be locked to a certain step. So you can, let me put something in here. I record that now. And I can hold record. Change. Now that change is recorded. And you can see that by the LED changing intensity. The last one is a chord. And actually here I can show you a neat little feature. Each of these tracks can change length. So I can actually set this track to be just 4 steps long, for instance. So if I put a trigger there, it's going to repeat that and just play the first 4. I could also make it longer. I can make it 4 times as long. And then by that I could add like longer chord chains. So you can see that it progresses more slowly. And that way you can build songs without even doing any pattern chaining, which we have to, by the way. We think this is pretty neat way to...
So you can just basically make much longer sequences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The effect tracks, I'm not going to go into that too much today because we consider this a teaser, so we don't want to show too much at this point. We'll show more and more later on during the year.
So with the external control tracks, how does that communicate with the external gear? Is it MIDI over USB or?
That's also to be announced. But one thing I'm going to show you is what brings this to a whole new level. As I said earlier, it doesn't have a display, but we have the ability to connect this device wirelessly to your tablet, your TV or your iOS device, for instance. So if I switch to this, you can see the screen here. This is actually a very clear interface that you can get to your to the OPZ. So it shows what it does. If I choose the kick track, it will show that. It will show turning the knobs. It can also show an overview of all the tracks running at once. So this is very efficient to see where your different tracks are in time. You can see the core track moving more slowly than the other ones. So
will that be a free app that comes when you buy the OPZ?
Yeah, exactly. So even though we hide quite a bit of advanced functionality in here,
it can all be accessed via an external screen or or your tablet or whatever.
Exactly. Another neat feature I want to show, and it's good that I have the screen up because it's easier to see here. For each of these 16 steps, I can add components to it that tells the sequencer how it should behave when it hits that step. So if I press shift and select my first step, let me move to the kick. I can add a number of components. So for instance, I can add 4 times repeat on that kick. So it's going to play that one 4 times before moving on. It's really funny because it creates a really, well, basically what happens is that since it offsets the length of the track, you're going to get a variation that runs for a number of loops until you get back to your original again. So that way you can build really complex sequences. Other than just repeat, there are a number of different things. You can add a ramp so it pitches up when it hits for each repeat. You can add a random, probably better displayed with like lead. So if I do something like this, choose a 9, add random to that. Every time it hits it, it's going to play a random note. And it can be random, straight random, or it could be random according to
within a scale.
Within a scale, yeah. So that's that. So now I'm going to show you something that takes this sequencer to a whole new level. As I talked about it, we got the four last tracks let you control external devices, and one of them is a video synthesizer that we built in this. So if I switch this scene over here, we actually got a number of graphical scenes that you can control with this synthesizer. It does do some, it reacts to some of the music, so the lamp, for instance, links to the kick, the guy dances to the speed of the music, the tape recorder, the same. You can switch scenes, and you can sequence the scene selection, so I can do something like this. That way you can build a music video to your music.
So would you be able to, in the final version, you're hoping that you can like build your own videos to work with the video synthesizer?
It's gonna come with a number of different graphic packs. It's yet to be announced whether you could add your own graphics to it or not, basically. But I can show you some other scenes we have. So this is a bit more interactive. It's more like a DJ graphics. So I can show like this. Zoom in and out. Play different effects. Change appearance. Add elements to it. And what's funny about this is that you can also, or not funny, it's great that you can use this while you're creating your music. So it'll give you inspiration in your music creation, which we think is really neat thing.
So, as it's yet to be announced, do you have like a guide price of what you want to charge for it, or is it kind of still very much up in the air?
We have a clear idea what we want to, but we don't want to announce it at this point. We recommend you to sign up for our newsletter, and you get more information in the near future. Go to our website and sign up for that newsletter.
All right, thank you very much, Jonas.
Thank you.
Award-winning customer service. Fast, free shipping on most orders. Own the gear of your dreams today.